so I go to lie.
Episode 37 there, and we're just eating a bunch of donuts over here. Actually got them on the hoose. We got them on the hoose at the donut store, Old World Bakery, showed out.
When he said he had diet brain, I didn't expect this.
I told Dom about diet brain happens when you're prepping, but it's all good. And episode 37 is sponsored by. Dude, that feels so fucking cool saying, man, and it's like actually official, where we can't get sued or anything. It is sponsored by Ivy League brand, and you can get a discount by the discount code Chris10.
Yes.
That will get you 10% off on all stuff. Link will be in description below on their website and on all their clothing brands and everything.
Yes.
So
and the website name is Ivy League Brand, so it's IVEY Leaguebrand.com. Check them out. Look at their stuff. Order shit with the promo code Chris just gave you.
Chris10.
Chris10. Get 10% off. Tell them Spirit Podcast sent you. And again, we get nothing.
Nothing.
We told John we want absolutely nothing. We just want an official partnership with them.
Because it just feels so cool saying
it does.
I feel like we're at the beginning again of the podcast where it's like you have to skip when Joe Rogan's saying all those sponsors.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Exactly.
But nobody's going to skip through this part.
Like 15 seconds, 15, 30, 30 seconds. And then finally,
you hear some places.
Yeah, you hear Joe Rogan Experience.
Yes.
Trained by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night.
Oh, yeah. And then
day.
the monkey or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's only if you watch the...
Is that the end?
Yeah,
or is that...
end. I think it's the end of the show. Because I very rarely listen to the full end of his show. Where he thanks his sponsors. But, yes. So, Ivy
League brands. It's always hard. Like, I want to say IVs and leagues
I always
brands.
say Ivory.
Yeah. Why is it Ivory?
I don't know why.
Because it's not like the colleges aren't called Ivory.
No,
it's IV.
Yeah, it's Ivy League.
IVs.
But that's spelled differently because I looked it up, and they don't have an E, like the one we got. Our sponsor is IVEY.
Yeah, so that's the difference.
Yeah,
that's probably why they're not. That's probably the way they could do it. But anyways, great company. I have a bunch of their products because obviously I am sponsored by them. Obviously. No, great stuff, great quality. Check them out. That'd be awesome. So, Dom, episode 37. What the fuck is going on, bro?
Nothing, man.
Nothing? Just drinking the same old pussy beer every day?
Yeah, it's my third one.
Oh.
I haven't been able to drink in a long time.
Catching a little buzz,
So,
okay.
real quick, before we go into the rest of the show, I went on a birthday excursion for one of my fiance's friends.
I always get the snaps from you. And I hope you don't always hope for a respond back because I don't know what to say to all those sometimes.
No,
it's nothing personal if I don't respond, but I do watch them.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. No, it's okay. There was really nothing you could say to.
Yeah, it was just kind of all over the place
because it was a fucking nut house.
Yeah, it looked like it. You go to a lot of these.
I go to weird shit.
Yeah, it's
like,
always
Here's me. I don't go out, but when I do, what the hell? Where am
it's
I?
I swear, it's like the same place every time because it's this big long table, and there's always that one loud chick.
Yeah.
Like, is it the same people every time, or
that
is
was
it...
a family? This is friends of my fiance.
So confusing.
These are her college friends, right? So, we this was kind of like sprung on me, but if you ask my fiance, she will say it wasn't because she tells me everything and I forget.
That's fair.
And she's like, "Why do you always forget everything I tell you?" I was like, "Well, I have a lot on my mind with work."
That voice was spot on, by the way.
Yeah, a little bit. So she's in the air right now. She's flying to Florida.
Well.
But so she was like, we gotta go in the city, really close to where your brother lives.
Okay.
Very, very, very close to where your brother lives. So we had to go downtown. In the middle of the like really rainy, slushy.
If I say we had to,
she wanted to. I had to go downtown for this party, and there's another one of her friends from college that also just got engaged.
Okay.
So us engaged couples were off talking about engaged stuff because we just did our cake testing for our wedding shower.
Oh God, that's so far away. You're already kissing cake.
Kissing cake?
Wow. Testing cake?
Well, that's the wedding cake. This is the wedding shower cake, which granted is in December, so it is still far away. But you do a wedding shower. You do an engagement party, a wedding shower, and then the wedding.
I'm just so proud of you, man.
I do my best. So we did our cake testing, and my God, dude. Whew. It's fattening.
Is it going to be an ice cream cake?
No, it's going to be a churro cake. which, son, don't be on prep for that, because, my God, it's so good.
A churro cake, bro?
Yes, it's made with, like, cinnamon churro, and then, like, the frosting is sour cream, or cream cheese frosting. It's so fucking
Bro,
good.
my mouth is watering
It's
right
so
now.
good. I should not have brought this up. You're gonna
Oh
kill me.
my God.
The gummies are right there if you want some.
The vitamin gummies.
Yeah, the vitamin gummies are right there.
No way.
Yeah, so it's gonna be something else.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be amazing. Holy shit.
So we did that, and we went to the party, and us couples who are like real couples are talking, away from everyone who's
That's
like,
fair, that's
I
fair.
got so blacked out last night. Our group's like, did you see that Hitler documentary? Did you see that shit? Did you see that
I've
murder?
been binging the shit out of this show.
Exactly. That's what we're talking about.
Okay, that's fair.
So all night we're like, oh, we're going to this Chinese restaurant. We're going to a Chinese restaurant. And Chris, what do you think of when you think of Chinese restaurant?
I think of duck food.
Okay, I was gonna say tranquil environment, calm,
Okay.
relax.
Yes.
Waterfalls, if you will.
Yeah,
Bamboo
absolutely.
somewhere.
Some people trying to eat with the chopsticks and they don't know how,
Exactly.
but
The
they really
person
want to
that
make sure.
Splits it all the time.
I do
It's
two hands. I go one and one, and then just kind
like,
of.
oh, whoa. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Learning a lot. But so you think tranquil, you think peaceful, nice place to sit.
Absolutely.
And you can have a conversation
Yeah.
like this. You don't have to go out.
Mm-hmm.
We get there, and you walk in the door, and it's like, I mean, the loudest environment I've ever been. Louder than the Lions Head Club upstairs. Louder.
So like a Chinese restaurant, but a Russian owner.
Exactly. Bingo. Nailed it. It was so fucking loud. I couldn't hear myself. So we're shouting, and I'm like shoulder to shoulder with someone. And I guess what someone told me is like, on Yelp it says the owner is always coked out. Like someone said on the Yelp review,
Yes.
I walked in and he literally bumped coke like at the register. I'm like, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Great place. I guess like the bathroom is where all the coke happens, and it was worrisome.
Yeah.
Like, it's BYOB too. So they don't have a liquor license, so you have to bring your own alcohol.
They allow where you can bring your own alcohol?
Yeah, a lot of restaurants are like that, where they don't have a liquor license, but you can bring your own bottles.
Really?
So like we brought a cooler of like handles. So like we had a handle of Tito's, we had a handle of whiskey and rum and beers.
Wow.
I brought the Trulies, the sparkling water with alcohol in it,
Yeah.
because I had to drive. But it's BYOB, so you just bring all this shit.
Huh.
The birthday girl is pouring shots in the owner's mouth from the bottle of Tito's. Shots of vodka, and it's like running down his face and shit.
Okay, was this man Asian? Was he
Extremely. Like a long-haired Asian man.
like
older.
Oh God, Kim from Hangover. Is that his name? Mm-hmm. Is his name Kim?
Yeah, well, it's the actor's name. It's
Yeah.
Kim, yes.
Yeah.
A little older, but
Okay.
yeah, long hair. And,
A long-haired Asian. Wow. Okay.
yeah, I mean, they're just, like, pouring shots in each other's mouths. The owner is, and then they have, like, bar top karaoke, which is a glorified way to say you can grab the mic from one of the waiters and start singing.
Okay.
So
It's just a free-for-all.
It's a free-for-all. It really is a free-for-all. So I hear one of the guys go, who's up in this bitch? Give me that bottle. Someone gives this guy a bottle of Svedka vodka, and he just chugs. And then, like, says, we don't give a fuck anymore. Because that's part of the lyrics of the song.
Yeah.
I don't know what song it was. I was kind of worried.
Basically any song.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a peck and pull melee. And
That's insane.
food was
dude.
good. Food was good.
I was gonna ask did the food even come out? Was it?
Oh my god, it was insane. It was like 30 of us at this table.
Man, you go to a lot of dinner parties. That's what it is. It's a dinner parties.
It was a dinner birthday party at a place that had literally no rules of etiquette or engagement. Just do whatever you want.
That was a place.
There's a chick that was like when we were walking out, just had a really low cut shirt and shoved a dude's face in her boobs, and then like as she was like putting her hand up to the sky to praise Jesus, smacked me across the face. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, all right, we gotta get out of here. I got out, dude. Could not hear. I was deaf in my left ear for at least 30 minutes. It was messed up.
This is the last place. Like
Lens Landing. Lens Landing.
It's always landing something.
Yeah, it always is.
What the fuck, dude?
I'm telling you, it was louder than the Lion's Head Club.
Would you go back? Or is
No,
it
no, I would not. The food was not good enough for me to experience that
you
again.
go back.
It was good food, though.
I wonder if the
crab
owner
rangoon-
just kind of has hired enough people where he could just do whatever the fuck he wants, you know, and he manages like sometimes.
If you call the place and they don't answer, they say you reached Lands, leave us a message. Fuck you, like literally. That's what the voicemail is. It's
This place sounds
hysterical.
legendary.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yo.
That's what I mean. It's the complete opposite of what you would think a Chinese restaurant should be.
But so no like okay, so like the karaoke was it just like
loose.
so there was no
Karaoke.
stage.
No.
or
It was a
anything?
table. It was a table. People were jumping on the table and like singing on top of a table.
Wow.
One you don't eat on, but even people were standing on the tables.
I
that you eat
can't
on.
stop thinking about the Chinese guy from The Hangover. That's all I'm thinking about when this guy's cracked
Little
out.
taller, this guy. But yeah, just pouring shots in people's mouths. And if I drank out of a bottle, yeah, but I have not done it in public yet.
Yeah, you've done it in
Yeah.
front of me on this podcast.
It might happen again, but I haven't been able to drink in a while, so I've been stuck in my car.
You okay?
Yeah, you learn a lot about yourself when you're stuck in your
Oh,
car for
absolutely,
like 7
dude.
hours driving
yeah,
to
you
18
go-
different sites.
You go a little crazy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But damn, I'm glad you had that experience.
It was a good time. It was a good time. Like it was definitely something my fiance and I talked about the entire drive there. It was like, what the fuck was that?
How does that guy even afford to still have the place open?
Oh, they got to be pulling. It was $50 for everyone.
Really?
$50 for everyone that came, and there was 30 of us. So do that math. And the Chinese food's not expensive.
No.
We were cooking rice, which is the cheapest thing in the world you can make.
Literally.
And like all you gotta do is take a steak and chop it up really, really fucking small, and throw a bunch of like random vegetables, and there you go.
Yeah.
You have
guys-
stir fry.
Yeah, you
Like,
guys-
that's it.
That's all. Yeah, that's right.
It's it. So I mean, we probably ate $10.
Worth of food.
Yeah, all of us probably, all 30 of us, and paid $50 a purse. So, gotta be
That's
pulling
where the
it in.
drug
And there's
money
no
comes
liquor.
from.
They don't sell liquor, so they literally just sell you an experience, and then you bring in your own shit, and then they drink your booze.
That sounds like that one. It's almost like one of those places. I wonder if it's meant to be like that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like it's like that Dick's Last Resort where the waitresses are just dicks to you the whole time. I wonder if it's something like, hey, you're gonna come here. Food's gonna be aight. Like Dick's Last Resort, the food's aight.
Yeah.
But you're just gonna get experience. That you're gonna be able to tell your family's family. Huh.
Yeah, but I would not go again. It was fun. The pad thai was really good.
The pad
It was pretty spicy, so I would eat it again.
Ah, shit, dude.
But yeah, that was my weekend.
okay.
And the day before that, I went out with the in-laws and a couple of their family friends, and had two gin and tonics.
You're like a legit adult.
I
Man.
am. Yeah,
you're
I
like
am.
adulting. As fuck right now.
I'm so far into the adult world. I'm getting other adults jobs.
Yeah.
That's how far I am.
And like
right now.
you
It's
know,
only been
you're
a year.
adulting when dinner parties are like your main weekend thing.
Oh yeah, I live for my Friday dinner, out. You know, love it. I love going out to dinner, with like the in-laws or with just my fiance. Just love it. Just sit over a glass of wine and discuss. She's out of town this weekend, so I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Go to yoga with me tomorrow morning.
I can't. I gotta take a test tomorrow for work.
Dude, you're such a bitch.
Yeah, I know. It is. It's terrible. I'd rather go to yoga.
I shook the lady's hand that teaches our
Did
yoga
you?
class.
Why? What's her? Is her name Michelle? I just feel like her name should be
I
Michelle.
think it's Rachel.
Ooh.
I know.
Oh.
But I shook her hand. I was like, "Hey, thank you. I'm just starting off yoga, so you've been a great teacher." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, thank you for
Chris did that
experiencing this
whole
with
like
me."
licking his tongue out of his mouth.
Biting my lip.
Yeah,
you're
she's like-
bleeding. your tooth's going through your lip. It's okay.
It's all right. Did you see? Did you see our the lady I know there again? That was
No. I don't think she
That's
was
Aiden's
there.
mom.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's
Shout out Aiden if you still listen to our podcast. We did yoga with your mom, bro.
yoga with your mom. How do you feel?
It's not even like being a diss. We just did
We
yoga with
did
your mom,
yoga with your
bro.
mom. She's a very nice
She's a
lady.
very nice lady.
But yeah, that was a fun experience. I would love to go to yoga again, but I can't tomorrow. Yeah,
It's a ritual thing now, dude.
that's good.
When I put my hands, you go, namaste.
Oh my
I feel
God.
so weird, dude. I
Yeah.
cringe every time.
I didn't say it. I was like, okay.
It was so funny because last Friday it was like a bunch of like girls and I sat in the same spot I did last time, and
gosh.
pretty much everybody's flowing, and we're just about to start the class, and then this dude walks in, we, like, look at each other, and we almost, like, a sense of relief, and, like, we gave each other a head nod, like, oh, thank God you're here. It was the best,
Did they pull
dude.
up next to you?
No, he, like, kind of went to, like, the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, she wouldn't, like, run in front of the lady, so I'm pretty sure he probably has a crush on her, too. So maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow,
You're playing the hard
bro.
to get, man. You're playing the hard to get.
Maybe
You're back
that's
to
what
the
I'll do
class.
tomorrow.
That's what you're gonna do tomorrow. You're gonna
That's a good idea.
You're gonna hit on the yoga.
What do you do on your Fridays, man? I hit on my yoga teacher. That's how I start my morning.
God, I start my morning off with coffee and Joe Rogan.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing
That's
wrong with that
a
at
great
all.
way. You commute to work. You're doing that? Fuck yeah, man.
It's about an hour, so I can probably get half of one done.
Oof. That's what I always used to do when I work construction. Then I have to trouble falling asleep. But anyways,
Ooh.
speaking of working, what's this bill you're telling me about, man?
How does that have to do anything with working?
Because they don't want to work, bro.
Oh, God. I'm giving you shit, and you're doing your best.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah. So this new bill.
Asshole.
So we're getting political. So warning.
Riley, stop listening now.
Riley, this won't take long. It's kind of entertaining. So this new bill, proposed by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
She's a long name.
Yeah, and I don't know how she got where she is because it's too much to say. Like, look, Cher. You know, one name. Madonna, one name. Just stick with that.
Chris.
Done.
Dumb. Done.
Why is construction like shortened names? Like, why is that a thing? Like, Michael becomes Mike. Dominic becomes Dom.
Well, half the time you're yelling at somebody, right?
True.
So, like,
Jeffrey
if they try to
becomes
go like, Christopher!
Jay.
That's like, you sound like my mother when she's
Yeah.
pissed off at me. And that's just not right.
That's true. Yeah, you don't want that
Yeah.
noise. My uncle once called me honey at a job site because he's my uncle. And I was like, you ever call me honey again, I'm pushing you off a ladder. Do you understand? I was like, you ever do that, I'm pushing you off whatever you're on. But anyway, this new bill. So this isn't, don't tune out. She proposed a bill. It's called the Green New Deal.
It's almost like it's a funny political thing.
It is a funny political, but this is what's not funny is that someone's taking her seriously, you know? So, she proposed a bill that would not only rejuvenate and bring into modern,
Society.
no, what's the word I'm looking for? Like modernize every building in America
Okay.
with green, eco-friendly shit. Okay?
So, like...
Sounds nice, right?
Okay. You don't literally mean shit.
No.
Okay.
No. What?
Okay, well, when you said shit, I thought, like, first was, like, plants. And I was like, why? No,
Like
not every building needs a
eco-friendly,
greenhouse.
Like, make everything eco-friendly. Make
Okay.
every building rejuvenated.
So going green. She tries to go as green now.
Rejuvenating every building in America. That's very key. In America, every building green.
Okay.
There's no way.
No.
In
So that's why it's called the
hell.
Green Bill.
But that's part of it. That's
Okay.
just a separate part. But that's part of this whole long thing. You know how much money that would cost? Trillions! Every building!
That's like trying to buy all organic groceries.
On
How
a
much
larger scale?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is like, you know how much more organic
Yeah,
shit
exactly.
is?
It is. But so that's part of it, to do that, to do a complete revamp, and to do away with airplanes. I don't know what the alternative is.
See, now she's trying to, like, airplanes already scare the fuck out of people. You need to part, like, trying to have airplanes go off of green shit. That's only going to make them worse.
No, I mean, like, get rid of airplanes.
Okay. All right. I'm sitting back. You just explain. What the
So,
fuck?
no more airplanes, because they're just too much. They're too damaging. I don't know what the alternative to airplanes are.
Spaceships, bro.
That would be also no-go, because it wastes too much fuel. So, no airplanes... Completely rejuvenate all these buildings for trillions of billions of dollars. And then in the bill, it has something to do with equal pay and, what's the word I'm looking for? Equal pay, but also like
Rights?
taking care of and almost rights to people who are unable and also unwilling to work.
Okay.
So just in summation, that means paying people who aren't going to work at all. Not only not going to work, but know they can,
So this reminds me,
but aren't going to.
it's almost like this. I'm unwilling to specify or specific or whatever the fuck it's called to a gender, right? And I'm unwilling. Now it's almost going more towards I'm unwilling to work.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
it's like
unwilling
they're
I'm not going to. I can. I'm not going to.
yeah. So it's almost like oh my God, dude. Like, you have to now see me as a 12-year-old girl, even though I'm a 64-year-old man.
Yeah.
Right? You have to do that. And now I'm just unwilling to work, so you still have to pay me.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's not like you're disabled. It's not like you are missing both your legs.
Do you see the point I'm kind of trying to bring in?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. But it.
So what's the people gonna do then? Like,
just collect a check from you and me, who work. Like that's
how they're gonna get paid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like it's like welfare times 10.
Do you know how depressed these people will get?
Why? You're getting paid to do nothing.
Well, dude,
you can do whatever you want. You can vlog all day.
Okay, think about. Okay,
you could do this.
But most of the people will probably just sit on their ass all day and not do shit, right?
Yep.
What's that gonna do for their mental state, bro? It's not gonna do shit.
Yep.
They're gonna start realizing, oh, okay, this is all I am.
But the GOP, which is the Republican Party, Twitter posted this. Here's what the Green New Deal, aka socialist wish list, would look like. Cost at least $2 trillion to fully decarbonize economy.
What? $2 trillion? We're already $8 trillion in debt.
14. We're $14 trillion in debt. Eliminate fossil fuels completely, which would eliminate at least 1 million jobs. So we're going to cut 1 million jobs out of the economy. And would likely cause massive disruption to world trade. Because if you can't fly, what are you going to do?
They're actually trying to take airplanes out. Mm-hmm. Like they're Mm-hmm. Where is this even?
Oh, and they also like are want to also get rid of cows. Because cow farting causes too much methane, which hurts the environment. Dude, this is way too
much for me right now. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a little fucked up, dude. I don't think people fully understand that when you propose a bill in the government, you have to pay for the things you're going to give. So everyone wants to say that a wall is too expensive, that $5 billion is too expensive. $5 billion is 1% of the budget we're trying to agree upon. Right? It's 1% of the budget that we're trying to agree upon, the reason the economy is in gridlock. Or the government's in gridlock. So that's too expensive. But healthcare for all, free college for all, rejuvenating every building to make it green, getting rid of airplanes is not irresponsible, is not too much money. That's okay. We can budget for that. Are you kidding? That's like trillions. I'm talking about zillions. Like
what's their game plan for anybody who's trying to go across seas?
Boats. I don't know.
Who trying to get troops across seas?
Boats.
Trying to get troops
they probably do away with the military. You don't need them. We don't need them. Yeah, we don't. Why would we not open the borders? All one world.
Dude, I don't even know what to say to this. Like, it's just.
It doesn't make sense. It will be dangerous.
Like, I don't even know how this became a real thing. You know, like, that's what I'm trying to comprehend, where people are actually on board with this.
Oh, there's a bunch of people in the background with her smiling. But it's like, nothing in it is plausible.
Nothing in it makes sense.
Yeah, nothing in it is possible to do, and nothing in it is viable. Like, it's just not even a coherent thought.
So exactly, that's what I'm trying to, like, actually think of it as a thought that person would have, and I can't, have that exist in my head.
No, it doesn't work. Doesn't work. Here's what I think everyone's misconception is: Republicans don't care about the environment. Not true. Not true. We do. Of course we do. But we also understand that there needs to be a balance. Let's not just go completely green, because wind turbines, those wind towers, are very unreliable, and they're loud as fucking shit. They're not very reliable. They don't generate that much power.
Those windmill things that you see in the country?
Yeah, they don't. Really,
they don't?
Not really. No.
Because I see like 78 of them.
I know, right. But it doesn't really generate that much power. But they think Republicans don't care about the environment. Not true. They think all Republicans are racist because we want a wall. Not true. It's just crazy. They just keep throwing stuff out that's extreme, and it's like, pull it back a little bit.
It's like a contest on who can be more offended.
And they also want to do away with billionaires. They want to put wage restrictions.
So you can only have so much money?
Yeah.
That stops all motivation for people.
That also stops a lot of jobs. Because billionaires aren't just billionaires. They're billionaires, but they own companies that employ hundreds, thousands of people.
So where do they think this is going to go? Like, hey, no matter how hard you work, man, you're just going to make the same amount of money.
Socialism. That's what they want. They just want socialism, where the government takes all your money. I think they almost proposed a 90% tax on your income. The government takes all your money. The government gives you all these things, and then you just live in mediocrity. No matter how hard you work, you just live in mediocrity.
Dude, I don't...
Mm-hmm. Capitalism is everyone is equal at the start. That's what capitalism is. Where you finish dictates on what you do during the race. Okay, you with me?
Mm-hmm.
Socialism is everyone's equal at the start, everyone's equal in the middle, and everyone ends equal, and the government is the one in charge. So when the government gives you all these things and spends all this money and squeezes development, squeezes ingenuity.
So it's basically, it's the idea where like, hey, Jimmy got an A+ on a math quiz, but Terry got a C+. Let's all make it even. Let's give part of Jimmy's grade to Terry so then they could both have C+.
Yeah.
Or F or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
sure. Mm-hmm. That's basically the same thing.
Let's change the subject. Fuck that shit.
So, how was the Super Bowl for you?
Dude. Okay, out of that. Super Bowl was interesting for sure. One thing, positive things about it, the Rams defense. Fuck, holding Tom Brady and Julian Edelman to only 13 points, one touchdown. That's insane. That is insane.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of people don't realize that. Like when you say it's boring, like yeah, I get it's boring, but if you really know the game of football,
right? That's people who say like Daniel Cormier sucks.
Yeah, in the UFC,
like,
that's
really?
kind of or Demetrius Johnson.
Right.
That's
Floyd Mayweather.
That's kind of like what it was in a football game.
Yeah.
That is crazy that they did that for the Rams. Only holding them to 13 points. Julian Edelman, fucking crazy dude. Yeah. He just made people like think they weren't even there. Like it was just.
It's really funny because his regular season stats aren't great.
Yeah, and then once like
great,
playoff Super Bowl comes,
there he is.
That's
charging down the field.
That's like that one player in March Madness who just goes ham.
Yeah, he's literally 7-Eleven. He's always open.
Yeah.
No one knows to go get that guy. He's in
there
the middle of the field.
There was a
alone.
route he ran where he got so open. He didn't realize how open he was, and he almost like paused because he's like, "Fuck!" Like it worked that good.
Exactly. Like,
I saw him do that.
There's 11 of us and 11 of you.
Yeah.
Why is no one on me?
What do you think of one of the announcers, Tony Romo?
Oh, it's so good.
I love it, dude. I love it.
It's like fortune telling.
It is. It's like you trying to explain the politics to me, and you making it make sense. No, in a way, well, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's that's exactly what it
check
is.
Down over here, it's gonna be a slant route to the right. Watch out for Edelman over the top. Boom, there it is.
There it is, and like he explains how it happened or how it works. Yeah. Watch the free safeties; they're gonna pop back. Oh, he's gonna intercept it. Done. What?
It's like he's watching the field, not the monitor.
Yeah,
it's like he's telling us what's already happened.
That's what's
insane.
No,
that guy needs to get in a booth.
Yeah.
He needs to get in a booth. We said this on the last podcast, I think. He needs to get a job as a defensive coordinator.
It's almost, but it might be like if any defensive coordinator or any offensive coordinator like ever actually announced for a football game. Do you think like that would be just how it is?
Brendan Schaub calls him the Mama Cleo of the NFL.
Some people don't like it, dude. Like how like he's too honest and whatnot. But
it's the best. What? You don't like that he's honest? You don't like that he's right?
Yeah.
Well, look at the state of politics. No one likes to be proven wrong, but it's fascinating.
Oh, I love it, dude. He makes the game so much more interesting.
Joe Rogan of football.
Like that one play where it's like there was 2 penalties, right? And if he didn't accept it, it was going to still be second down and they were going to be at where they are on the field. But if he did accept it, the time clock would have been wasted and the Rams are obviously trying to save time. So they have more time to score and whatnot. So he was like, no, they got to decline this so they have more time on the clock and it's second down. Because the Rams coordinator accepted it first. He's like, no, they're going to have to do that. timeout. They declined the penalty. Right. I'm like, what?
Oh my god! Isn't it? It's so great.
It was insane. I love that's what made the game interesting for me.
I do like a football pool with with my uncle, my dad, and my brother. Mm-hmm. It's just the four of us, and we have to do picks. And for this game, I picked the Rams to win. Yeah. And I picked the points to be like 21-28.
Well, it was the game against. It was the offensive game. Both these teams are known for crazy offenses.
The Rams posted like 23 points average a game in the regular season. And I fully expected the Rams to come away with it because I thought their defense was much better than the Patriots.
If Jared Goff wasn't a sophomore in the league, I think a lot of nerves.
He did well.
Plus, Todd Gurley did shit. He really didn't do anything.
I think he was hurt.
Yeah, I think his knee was fucking him up mentally. But C.J. Anderson, he was a Hulk there in that game. He was getting him some yards.
He was good in the last game. I mean, he really put the team on his back and helped them out.
That was
for being a backup.
Yeah, it was very odd to see the Rams offense react like that because it's not the Patriots defense. I mean, they're good, but they're not stupid good.
I would even say that they're their defense. Like they're not even the Rams level defense.
Yeah, the Rams
because they just rely on Tom Brady being a surgeon and like Gronk and Belichick and their like team being surgeons down the field. Just march, punch it in. Like that's.
Yeah, there's some NFL analysts that are hating on people that are calling this game boring because it's kind of like Joe Rogan calling, like everybody's calling the Daniel Cormier fights or Demetrius Johnson fights boring, right? But it's just the technical side of things.
Right. If you are a true, Brandon Schaub used to play football and he said, it was boring, it sucked, but not for me because you appreciate what they did. Like, the defense on both sides, the coverages, stalemating.
Who was it that 99? I think on the Rams. I think a defensive end, big guy. He was just like fucking up that offensive line of the Patriots, just making them not even look like they were there.
Darnold, you know what I was?
I think so. He was like
Ndamukong Suh.
He was good too. Yeah, that dude scares the fuck out of me. I feel like that guy has a UFC career in him.
They don't have a super heavyweight division. That guy's too big.
That's what. Did you see what Greg Hardy did, man? So Greg Hardy was an ex NFL player. He had some issues fighting.
Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, for Carolina Panthers, he had some issues fighting and shit. I think he was
fighting. He hit his woman several times.
Yeah, so he kind of got kicked out of the league, and he was like, "All right, UFC." So. You can't hit a person in the head while they're down? Is that what it is in the UFC? You
can't kick someone.
He fucking wound up and kneed their ass, bro.
Yeah. It's not a natural motion to make in that state.
And the ref was pissed at him. Yeah. Holy shit, I saw that. I was like, what the fuck are you doing,
Brendan Schaub had a great thing on his show about it. On Below the Belt, he was talking all sorts of shit and saying, like, the UFC is the filet mignon of the fight world, and you give us Greg Hardy on your main card.
Yeah.
A guy who beat his girlfriend or significant other several times on the same card with a girl that's just coming off of domestic violence, one of your fighters just came off of domestic violence. You're going to do that? Check one. Maybe we shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Not to mention, and Brendan Schaub said, and I reiterate this because I truly believe it, the guy's not good.
No,
he's not high level skills. He's not.
He's a bar fighter.
Exactly, he's a bar fighter.
Yeah, he's 100% a bar fighter. He's athletically. That's the only reason why he's still
and a name.
Yeah,
that's
a name and athletics.
A name. And it showed.
100%.
He got gassed right away.
Yep.
And the moment he clipped someone and they didn't go down and they clipped him back.
Yep.
And went with him and took him down, you saw who he really was.
Yes, 100%.
An illegal fighter.
Because if you get that guy on the ground, he's not going to know what the fuck to do.
Oh, no. 100%. He's going to choked out, done, tapped out.
Yeah.
And it's like, and they said they're going to give him another fight. What?
I'd kick him out of the UFC.
I wouldn't kick him out of the UFC, but put him
low. MMA.
Put him in like the fight Ultimate
prelims.
Fighter. Put him in the prelims. Mm-hmm. Why is he your main card on ESPN?
He was like the co-main too, or like close to the co-main.
Why? What the fuck? What has he done?
No, nothing. That was his first UFC fight, right?
Yes, that was his debut.
That's like when CM Punk fucking fought.
But he fought in the fucking prelims, didn't he? Or was he an undercard on the main card?
I don't think he did more than Greg Hardy, though.
Yeah, but CM Punk at least, like, is a good dude.
Yeah, 100%. He got his ass kicked.
He got his ass whooped.
Yeah. But he was like, hey, man, I'm just going to keep on fucking going. And Greg Hardy's like,
Exactly. It's like, and Brennan said, he's like, look at his eyes in that post-fight interview.
Yeah.
He don't give a shit.
No, not at all, dude.
Don't give a shit.
I really don't think that dude's a good dude.
That was bad.
Scary
man.
as fuck.
He's scary
very,
as fuck.
very
He
scary.
used to wear like white contacts in the games.
Yeah.
To fuck people, scare them.
I could see it.
I would, yeah.
It would fuck me up.
I think he was on the same team as some guy that like literally would take his helmet and headbutt it and was gushing blood before a game.
Dude, probably listen to Suicide Boys. That shit would do that to you.
Travis Barker is their producer.
Ah.
Yeah, he was on Joe Rogan talking about them. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, no shit, he was?
Travis Barker.
They were talking about Suicide Boys.
Because he's their producer.
No shit. Mm-hmm. Oh, no way. I gotta listen to that now.
Yeah.
Hell
oh my
yeah,
god,
dude.
I didn't know what that guy went through.
Really?
Travis Barker was like literally on fire. Like he got in a plane crash and got doused in jet fuel and was on fire.
Oh.
He had to do all these skin grafts and shit to fix himself, and like he said, he was burping jet fuel because it soaked his body.
What the fuck?
And the guy that put the flames out on him died. Like he was the only survivor from the plane crash.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he went through some.
So I gotta listen to that podcast.
It's
interesting. I wasn't gonna listen to it. Okay.
Oh
okay.
no, I would take a gander at that.
I'll take a gander at these. You got your own baseball cards. Sorry, bench warmers. Whenever I hear the word gander, that's just the first thing that pops in my head. But whatever.
That's the third beer down.
Oh, are we gonna take a shot at Jack Daniels and get a little interesting here?
Yeah, we'll get a little angry.
a little anger going
I'm
on.
already out of the politics, so I can't really get too angry.
No, it's alright. It's alright. We can talk about these fucking conspiracies, bro.
Oh man, that's weird, isn't it?
Dude, when I start, there's a lot of them with the cartoons. Because Shane Dawson, we watched that Shane Dawson. It was about a 30-minute clip on YouTube. Shane Dawson and conspiracy theories. But I don't think the one about Johnny Bravo. You ever see that show, Johnny Bravo?
Yes. Man, I'm pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Johnny Bravo.
That one really set it off for me when it came to conspiracy theories. So he was like outside of a movie theater in this one scene, right? Oh. And you know the movie theaters, they have the posters on the wall outside the movie theater. And one of the posters had two burning towers, right? And the top of the towers was burning. And then it said, coming soon, 9/11.
Whoa. Yeah, I saw that one.
What the fuck?
That's weird.
And then same with Notorious B.I.G. in the song, I think, Juicy.
Oh, no, that, we'll see.
Well, that was recorded in 1997, bro.
Isn't that already, but there was an attack on the World Trade before the planes. Someone drove a car in the basement parking lot of the World Trade and blew it. Like, car bomb. Yeah.
I remember it as being something to do with planes, though.
No, it just said, time to get paid, blow up like
the World Trade. Yeah.
That's
okay, that's what
so
it was,
white.
Dude. That's what it was. Okay, I never knew there was an actual car bomb. Okay.
Yeah. There was a first attack before the one that did it. So.
And how long prior was this?
Probably 1990.
Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Okay.
Well, let's just look it up. Let's just see. We all have super.
It's a good line for sure.
It is a good line.
It is a good line.
It's a little dark, but
yeah. I feel bad. I have some.
When was the world?
Yeah, but there was a bunch of them, man. And a lot of the Simpsons one. Simpsons called a lot of shit, bro.
Simpsons called Trump president, man.
Yeah, and then him going down the escalator
in the same way.
Yes.
Weird.
That's what I was like.
93. That happened in 93. The bombing. Yeah.
Blow up like the. I don't know, dude. That's just weird. Way too. There's so many things. I was talking with my coworker about this. These conspiracy theories. They're too accurate to just be coincidence, man. I'm sorry. I don't want to be the Eddie Bravo.
Oh my god.
Of the fucking like flat earth shit.
I
like
when he starts talking, cause he sounds like he has a weird voice and he gets wound up.
Some of them are just so like, what the fuck,
what
dude?
I didn't like really know about and what that Shane Dawson video showed me was like a lot of cartoons in way before our time, like 80s and shit, and even SpongeBob, like really drove home some suicidal thoughts. I mean, like SpongeBob with Squidward sticking his head in an oven and wanting to hang himself, and Mickey Mouse in cartoons freaking tried to kill himself on several occasions because Minnie got a new boyfriend.
Whoa.
Yeah, like tried to kill himself in different ways. Like shot himself, but the gun didn't work. Like he had it on two chairs and like pulled a string that was attached to the trigger, and that's how he was gonna kill himself. And that became a popular method of people killing themselves.
Wow.
No joke. And then one was him jumping off a bridge.
Because a lot of parents won't let their kids watch SpongeBob now. Because SpongeBob, if you watch that shit now, bro.
Oh, it's so gross.
Like,
it's
what
amazing,
the fuck?
Yeah,
How did I not even come up on this?
Oh, it's good stuff.
Oh,
I love SpongeBob, man.
SpongeBob's the greatest. Oh, man.
The
producer just died or whatever?
Their creator did, yeah.
Creator
died. ALS, I think.
Whoa. That's a scary disease, man.
No,
that's
weird.
Alzheimer's, too. Just forgetting shit.
My buddy has Alzheimer's in his family, and I always told him that if it ever got him, I would put a Batman costume in his closet. So every day he'd wake up going, maybe?
Maybe.
And he's
Yo, that's awesome.
He's like, dude, I fucking love you. No problem, buddy. I got your back.
Dude, that's great. Fucking Batman.
I don't, but see, that's hard, because like my fiance's grandfather had it.
Really?
And we went, and he just passed away last year.
Here,
like,
keep talking. I gotta take
at the end of the how am I gonna do this by myself?
Sorry, dude. Just keep talking.
Okay. He passed away at the end of the year, and I said to her, I was like, man, this is like really rough because all of you have to say goodbye to him twice. And you know, he got sick and starts forgetting your names. He got sick and started forgetting his grandchildren, his even his own kids. And his own wife, like, you know, and you have to watch it, and you watch it slowly take away, you know, the person you know and love to the point where they're not even that person anymore. So it's like you have to say goodbye twice. You said goodbye to their memory, you said goodbye to them knowing you, and now you have to physically say goodbye to their body. And like, you know, at that point you're just kind of happy that they're at peace. And that's the main thing that I think a lot of people that suffer with that and their family have to take away from it is like they don't have to be angry or confused, because like one of the big side effects is that they just get angry and mean and just, where did you go?
Dude, the bathroom down here was fucking taken. I had to run upstairs.
Oh, my dad's down here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, brutal. But I was just saying that, you know, like with Alzheimer's, they had to say goodbye twice to him. You got to say goodbye to him, like, remembering you, because you go to a family party and now he doesn't know who you are, and then you have to say goodbye to him when he passes.
Do you know the hockey player TJ Oshie? Mm-hmm. He was on one for the Olympics when he got the scoring goal or something like that.
Yeah,
and in the interview, his dad has Alzheimer's.
Brutal.
Right? And in the interview, he goes, my dad doesn't remember a lot of stuff, but as he's like tearing up, he's like, I know he's going to remember this one. I know he'll remember this one. I'm like, oh, dude.
TJ, he won't.
Yes, yes, he will. I believe it.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the thing with Alzheimer's, where they remember like crazy events and just forget the small things?
I
or
don't
just
know, because like a lot of memory is based on emotion, right? Like how
right.
you feel when you experience the thing. So maybe he will. But like, I mean, what?
I got a match on Bumble.
God, he's back on Bumble too.
Shut up.
Jeez. But I mean, fuck. My fiance's grandfather forgot his grandchildren, their names, and at some points forgot his children. So you want to talk about like emotional joy and happiness and connecting a memory with a certain feeling?
Yeah.
He forgot them. You know, so I don't know. Like, you would want someone to, but it's brutal.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
It's kind of off topic, but it's talking with emotions and whatnot.
Hey, it's our show, dude.
You're right. I know you have a history with a decent amount of women, right?
Sure.
It makes it sound bad, right? But you've been hurt pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
You've been hurt pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
And Lord knows I have ones too. But
Let's get a shot.
take the shot first. Just kind of as you take the shot, remember everything that has happened to you. Smooth as he gags.
Smooth. Yes, you were saying?
What's your advice for more dudes, or it can be for girls too,
Molly.
No, they're doing great in their relationship.
No, I'm just saying they're the only girl.
Yeah, you're right. That's for guys that have or girls that have been hurt real bad, right? What's your advice for them opening up again?
Fuck their best friend. What? Sorry, that's not. Nope, don't do that. Because that would be Chris, Molly. So that's weird. Love you both.
How you doing, Molly?
Love you both. So, our 2 listeners that comment all the time.
Yeah, right.
For opening up again. So here's what I always thought. The ones out there. They're out there somewhere.
I'm serious. I want this advice, man.
So they're out there, and you take something from a relationship. I said it before on the show. Drake said it best. When a couple ends, it's not the end of the world, but it's an end of a world that you had with 2 people.
Right.
So, I've been in a circumstance where it's like, literally, in this room, dude, naming kids and planning a future and what we're going to do and all this stuff, only for that person to cheat on me and leave. Probably cheating on me while they were telling me all these things. So, but the ones out there, and you can't guard yourself because of what someone else did. Because it just, then you're not giving it your all.
I've been watching podcasts on this even too, because that is something I really, really struggle with.
Mm-hmm.
Opening up, like,
well, you've been hurt, and it does, you don't like that feeling.
I know, but it's just like Chris, stop being a fucking pussy,
No, I mean, it's not even that simple. It's like, it's just a mindset.
It is a mindset, and it's one of the things that I wanted to kind of put to the point was like, if you're not opening yourself up to other people, it's almost like you're not giving you the chance to, you stop learning, almost.
Yeah.
Right? Because every time you break up with someone, you obviously go through hard shit, right? And that during that hard shit, you learn a lot about yourself.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
absolutely.
So, and like you said, it's a different world, right? So then you're giving up that experience that you could be having, right?
Like,
and it's a really weird way to look at it, but
you get together with someone, they break up with you. You love someone, they break up with you. You get together with someone else, that you love them, they break up with you. Or you love them, but you realize it's not healthy, so you break up with them, that's happened to me. But if you stop giving everything you have to someone, then what are you doing?
Yeah, because you could be in a relationship, right? There's times I could have been in a relationship, but I would be like 50% in.
Right.
And that's just not gonna.
At that, I say get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Just get out.
Well, yeah, it's not obviously not right now or anything.
Right, because I wasn't 100% in with my fiance. Like when we started dating, I was not. When I first met her, I was not 100% in, and I wasn't 100% in because I knew that this was special.
Yeah.
That this person is special. This family is special. I'm not. I was like, I'm not special. I'm not ready. I'm not the person that she thinks I am. I'm not emotionally there. I'm not, maturity-wise, I'm not there. And if I continue down this road without stopping it, I'm going to be doing a disservice to this person.
Are you almost glad that
100%.
it went that way the first time because you think that couple of years back, would have fucked it up?
I would have... Yes.
Like there was a reason for the stop. You guys stopped the first time.
Because like I never wanted to cheat on anybody.
Yeah.
I never wanted to do that, and I never wanted to split my feelings. I was never one to be like, yeah, we'll go on dates.
Yeah.
And I knew right away that this girl was not going to take me saying, okay, well, we can see like other people. Like they weren't going to be about that.
No.
So I didn't want to like see her and see someone else, and then see her, and split my attention because she wasn't going to split hers. And she wasn't going to be down for me splitting mine. And I realized that about myself. I was like, I can't give 100%.
Yeah.
So I backed out. And it needed to happen because I needed to get hurt one more time. I needed to get angry one more time.
Well, it's almost like it's weird, but it's almost like you had to mature more.
Yeah.
Right? But the weirdest thing is like it's that happened for a reason.
Yeah.
It happened for the reason because I believe if like you guys would have kept going, sooner or later you would have fucked it up, right? Because you wasn't mature enough or whatever, and I'm sure you would agree with me.
Oh yeah.
So it's just weird how things kind of work out like that.
I
right?
was in my car getting Panera with AJ, and I said something about someone else, and he looked at me and goes, "Don't fuck this up." He was like, "Don't do that to her." And she's like, "She's too good. Don't do it to her." And I was like, "Dude, I don't know. I think I'm gonna break up with her." He's like, "Well, then you need to.
Yeah.
Don't divide."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, you're right." And I was like, "I shouldn't divide," because he knows that I'm not that person to divide. So, my advice is you can't be guarded.
Yeah.
If you want to find someone who's not going to be guarded towards you. So if you want to be jaded and be like playing things side-eyed, you're going to find girls that are going to play you side-eyed.
It's like you're just poking it with a fucking stick and just waiting for it to...
Right. So if you want someone, then you got to be 100% yourself because they're going to need to learn to accept that version of you. They're going to need to learn right away what 100% Chris is.
Yeah.
So that they know, oh shit, okay, I'll give 100% of, let's just call her Jessica, you know?
Mm-hmm. And I think it also you can put this to a lot of other things, not just relationships.
Oh, yeah, no.
You know, it's like you're trying to, let's say, get that scholarship or create this business, you want to be successful. But in a way, if you look at it perspective from, there's a reason why it's not happening now. Mm-hmm. There's a reason why it's not been happening now because maybe you still have so much more to learn the area. Because if you did get it now, if you did get that scholarship, if you did get that where your business is blowing up, then you wouldn't be ready for it. You know, you wouldn't be ready for it, and you would fuck it up some way, right? Because Aubrey Marcus, I don't know if you know this, he's been on a Joe Rogan show a couple of times. He kind of explained like this. It's like this one famous poet, I forget his name, but it's like the universe has like circled this spot on the map for you, right? And there's a reason you're doing what you're doing. There's a reason why you're in this space in your life right now, right? And you might be struggling, but if you look at it from perspective, like, there's a reason I'm fucking struggling right now. There's a reason I'm not getting all this shit because it's you still have to fucking grow, and it's so weird to see it from that perspective, but it's so important that you do.
Yes.
Right? Because if you just continue, right? And then a lot of people like you quit, right? You quit, you don't give it the time, but it's like the one picture. You ever see that picture where it's like these two guys are digging underground, right? And one guy has this much amount, like an inch amount away from the diamonds. Yeah. Right. And the other guy has so far to go, but then you see him walking back and he's got like a fucking inch. Yeah. But you see the other guy hitting it and he's like has this far. And so if you take it from the perspective, like you aren't ready yet, you know, and that's the hardest fucking thing to even accept. But I don't know. I wanted to pick your brain with that shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I had to look in the mirror and go, are you really ready to commit? And the answer was no. Yeah. Because I was immature.
Yeah, 100%.
I was like...
And that's a hard thing. That had to be a really hard thing to accept.
That phone I called my fiance when she was my girlfriend on my way to work. Because, like, I just called her. And, like, as I was talking to her, I just kind of, like, got this feeling of, do it. Like, you need to do it. Yeah. You need to say... And I literally broke up with her as I was pulling into the parking lot at where we used to work. Yeah. And I was like, that was the right call. Yeah. It was tough. And it was really,
I bet it was tough, man.
It was really hard because, like, my brother and my sister-in-law set us up. And I was like, this is going to be awkward for them. But it's like, I'm not in it. I'm not. Yeah.
Ready to get committed to like. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, and I don't feel it, and like I just it's tough. But if you're not 100% in, then you got to get out. Because if it really mattered, like some people are like, oh, you gotta like kind of push through it. No, because you're gonna be a dick. Like, you know, if you're not 100% committed, I know for me, I'm a dick if I'm not 100% committed. Yeah. You know, and it's like now I'm 100% committed. That's the love of my life. She left me for 4 days to go to Florida, and I'm like, oh, God, man, what am I gonna do? Yeah. You know, it's like we spent 7 straight days together, and it's like, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's fine. Like, we bicker, we argue, but love that girl. And just no one... I've dated a lot, and there's no one better.
Yeah, that's one thing I respect the hell out of you for, man, is being able to fucking open yourself back up like that. And, like, accepting the fact that you weren't mature enough back then, because that had to be a fucking reality check on you.
Oh, yeah. Dominic at 23 had no idea what the fuck he was going to do.
Yeah. Like, as a man... Like a man, you know, like you want to be a house of a family to accept, like, I'm not, like, a man enough for this right now.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Like, that, respect for that, man, because that's, like, setting your ego and just pissing on it, you know? Yeah. Like,
yeah,
and
I was stupid. I just wanted to be stupid a little bit longer. And I was.
Yeah, dude, that's like a weird thing, but it's you're right. It's like, I have to do this stupid shit for a little longer, you know?
And that's what it was. It was like, I want to be stupid longer, and then I was stupid longer, and then it was like,
this has no point.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like, but you needed to be stupid for longer.
The girl, you know, that I dated.
Yeah.
I said so many things to her that were so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to do any of those things. Like, I was saying it, and like after we broke up, I was like, I didn't want to do any of the stuff I said I wanted to do.
Yeah, it's like you're setting a trap for yourself at that point.
Yeah, I was trying to paint some reality, and at the same time I was saying these things to her. I was like, no, that's how I feel about my fiance.
Yeah.
And I was like, and she's gone, and I'm with you, and you aren't doing the things that she did. Instantly, because she was 100% herself, dude. When my fiance and I first met, she was 100% open. She opened herself up, and she got burned. She had an ex that cheated on her, and I was like, the things I'm saying to this bitch, who is cancer, and is treating me like shit when I'm being what my fiance was being.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa, time out here. I had someone who was willing to do what I am doing now. To someone who is not even giving me 10% of themselves.
Not even. Literally.
So it's like, fuck this. I was right to end it when I did because I wasn't ready. But now I'm ready, and I was like, take me back. I was crying. Take me back.
Respect
I called her.
Fiance
crying.
To take you back like that. Shit, man.
She did, yeah. And then we went on our first date at Pinstripes in my car, and we sat there and we went out. We had drinks and went bowling, and we sat in my car and watched Netflix in my car, and I just sold my car.
Huh.
I sold my Trailblazer.
There you go.
Yeah. It was rough.
I
was emotional, dude.
I bet you were, man.
Selling my car.
That's the hardest thing, is to be emotional in front of somebody that you care that much
I was talking about my car. I was talking about it being emotional about selling my car.
Never mind.
I was emotional in front of her. There's several times I've cried in front of my fiance, just like bawling.
I know, but it's
when
like...
I went and visited my grandparents, dude, in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I was fine all day, and then like I left the nursing home, I was like tearing up because like the next morning we were leaving.
Yeah.
And we were like laying there on the couch, and I just started bawling. Yeah. I was like, I was ugly crying for at least 20 minutes. I'm not even kidding. 20 minutes. And it was like a stop-start. I was like, stop, and then I just start again. I was an emotional...
It's like an engine starting.
Yes. I feel like in her head, she was like, would this guy fucking stop?
Yeah,
just,
dude.
Like, go to the bathroom?
Because that's my point. Because both of us, obviously, we want to be the best man we can possibly be, right? 100%. And when you think about, like, a man, I know it's weird, but it's in our heads, in our society, it's like fucking just put that shit under the pillow and just like...
Well, I mean, it's not in our society, being a man isn't even cool anyway.
Yeah,
Toxic
you're right.
Masculinity and whatnot.
Because that's a really hard thing for me to show, is emotions, like when I'm around people that rely on me. You know?
Yeah.
People that rely on me to be that man, and like you're showing emotion. Like obviously you can show emotion, but like it's just like you're just letting go.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you're feeling vulnerable, right? That's vulnerable is a huge word, where it's like I'm and that's what the thing. I think the biggest thing is it's really hard for, and I'm sure every other man out there, just feel vulnerable in front of somebody that relies on you. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah, and I mean when you get to the point where like I hate saying this, but when you get to the point where I'm at, she's not relying on me. And I'm not relying on her. We're a team. Yeah. So it's like when one of us goes down, the other one will help pick them up, and you know, that sort of thing.
That's a strong thing, man. That's a strong thing.
beautiful.
Yeah, I keep remembering you're still an old fuck, and I'm still young. So I'm just like, bro.
I'm gonna be 25,
dude. That's
year,
insane,
dude.
man.
I'm gonna be 25 in a couple of.
I'm gonna be 22.
In like a couple of weeks.
I'm gonna be really.
A couple of weeks, I'll be 25.
You gotta remind me. I don't forget.
Oh, also in your calendar.
I just get the Facebook app. Oh shit! All right, I'm out.
Oh, Spirit Podcast forever. Fuck you. It's 2 days past. You're on cut. It's okay.
Belated birthday.
All right, so let's get to some fan questions because we have one.
We have fans.
Shout out, Molly.
Shout out.
So you have to listen to the whole show.
Love you.
All right, Molly. Molly's question is topic suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
How to get motivated to go to the gym and keep going. How to not be afraid in the weight room.
Okay.
This I can relate to 110%.
So there's the motivated is a
hashtag
word.
True fan.
Hashtag true fan. Fuck yeah, Molly. I love you. Motivation is a word. Motivation is temporary. 100%. Motivation is temporary. And
motivation
a lot of
for me is like 20 minutes.
Exactly.
Like,
so, and that's the thing. A lot of people when they think motivation, like if you see a person go to the gym every day, they think that's motivation. They think they're motivated, right? No. Discipline is the level that is after being motivated.
It's
right?
like
Because anybody
thought,
can,
motivation, discipline.
Exactly. Right. You have the thought that you wanted to go to the gym. Okay. How do you get motivated? You can 1,000 ways. One of them, look up motivation videos on YouTube. Right. You see the 10-minute video. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna go run through a wall.
Yeah.
Right.
David Goggins.
Yes. Exactly. Shit never ends. True. But it's how you continue to be going to the gym. And it's not motivation. It's not whatever. You're never going to always feel motivated. Like me during this prep right now, like I'm so hungry. It's like
I said churro cake and your pants got shorter.
So it's not a motivation factor. Motivation is something that will at first get you there, right? 100% I still feel motivated at times, because it's a thing when I think about that being on stage and I want to get the trophy. I want people that I want to influence. That motivates me, right?
Right.
But it's the discipline was what really people lack. A lot of people think they lack motivation. No, they're lacking discipline, right? Because obviously you're not going to feel motivated to go to the gym all the time, right? Mm-hmm. There's at times where, as much as I love the gym, it is the last place I'll ever want to be, Very rarely. Very, very, very rarely. But
loving those Instagram lives, by the way. Loving them.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm going to continue to do that. It helps me get through cardio sometimes.
I was going to say, that's a great idea.
So that's the thing. Like, it's just like, do I want to be doing cardio? No. Do I want to be on the Stairmaster strutting my ass off? No. But the discipline comes in where it's just hardwired in my fucking brain.
Yeah.
Weird analogy, but it's almost like I take it like I'm brushing my teeth. Right? If you don't brush your teeth during the day, you're going to have stinky ass breath. Mm-hmm. If you don't go work out and you want to go work out, right? Then you're just hurting yourself mentally and you are hating on yourself more and more because you're not in the gym.
Right.
Right? So Molly, to your point, how to get motivated to go to the gym, yes, you can be motivated, right? You can watch 1,000 videos on YouTube to get motivated. But the biggest thing is to continue going to the gym that's where the discipline has to go in. So
it's got to become hardwired.
It's got to come hardwired in your brain, and you almost have to look at it from a perspective, right? It's like fucking brushing your teeth, right? If you don't brush off the dust from your body, right, you're going to start to get in more poor shape, and you're not going to be happy with yourself mentally, which is going to lead to other shit, right? So if you think about it in that kind of perspective, right, that's going to fucking get you to the gym. Mm-hmm. Right, and that will keep you disciplined 100%. Now, keep going. How to not be afraid of the weight room.
Now, this is something that really I hate.
The weight room.
How
do you call it? I was talking about this with my coworker today.
Intimidated.
Yes.
So
intimidated is the word.
Because I don't even fuck with free weights because people over there just intimidate me.
So the way to look at intimidation is you can't think about it. How that person looks, do you think they got the way by looking? It's not
even the way they look.
Okay, but do you really have the audacity to think they're thinking more about the guy that's too afraid to be in the weight room than their workout? Like they're
yes.
No. If like let's say I have a crazy.
There's some sucky people out there.
Yeah, but that's just always how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be that sucky person. You just gotta fucking flip them on and say fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna look like.
I wouldn't do that while they have a weight in their hand, though.
But like, in a way, dude, it's like
you're there for you.
They're there for you. They started out like that, There's no way they didn't start out like that. Nobody gets born jacked. Nobody gets born going in the weight room knowing what the fuck they're doing. When I started in the weight room,
God, no.
shit, you know how many times I got kicked out of the weight room because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing? Or yeah. Or I didn't no, it was more because of the age restriction, right? But
okay, well that's an entirely different story.
It is, but people there will see if you are struggling. One, they'll try and help you out, but in that sense,
or have you look at a girl's ass that's behind you, creepy old dude.
It's the intimidation factor is like you can't be thinking they're thinking more about you and not know what you're doing than their actual workout, right? Because they don't look the way they are on worrying about what other people are doing in the gym, right? You can't have the audacity to think like that. So that would be one of my kind of tips to be continue not being afraid of the weight room, right? And another thing is like you got to look at all these people that know what they're doing, like me or like Riley or anybody that knows what they're doing in the weight room. Is we started off just like you. We started off not knowing what
That's a big one. Keep that in mind because, like Chris said, no one started out like Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, exactly.
No one did. No one started out looking like Arnold. Arnold didn't.
Arnold had to learn. Yeah, and that's just another thing. And that comes back to thinking it like it's brushing your teeth, getting there, be disciplined about it. Tons of videos on YouTube, right? The biggest thing that I did, where I learned a lot of my shit, is like I watch a video on YouTube and then I go experiment with that shit in the gym. It's a trial and error basis where you have to continue, and that's a lot of people that relates back to the discipline part. So it's just a combination of both, but nobody really gives a fuck. You know, they're there for themselves, right? Yeah. The gym is the one place where you are there for yourself. You know, like there's no like team lifting shit, right? And it's not, and if you do, it's not going to be around here. You know, it's like no in the YMCA, like fucking team powerlifting, like it's like we're here for a team. No, we're lifting for ourselves. We're there for ourselves. So if you think of it that way, they're not worried about you and not know what they're doing. And if they see you, they're gonna help. Right, they might be trying to hit on you, but hey, take the advice, right?
Yeah.
So it's
because like I know for me, it's just like so hard to like attempt. You know, it's like hard to like I know what to do. Like I know how to do bicep curls. I know how to do like I forget what it's called, but the tricep thing where you like prop yourself up and then just do.
That's a dumbbell row. That's for back.
Dumbbell row, and tricep, isn't it? No.
You're saying when you extend back, maybe?
Maybe that's what we okay.
That's a dumbbell.
But like I know how to do that. I know how to bench press. I know but I stay away from free weights. I stay away from racking. I stay away from all that, and I just do the machine.
Is that because you're intimidated?
Yes, I'm intimidated by the racking, putting on weights. I just don't like the walking over there and doing that. I'd much rather plug it in and just go.
That's a good thing, Dom, because then if you start doing it, you're going to be uncomfortable as fuck. And being uncomfortable as fuck is a really good thing.
Yeah, I know.
So if you look at it like that, dude, it comes down to this fucking perspective shit, man. I'm telling you, it really has to do 100% with the perspective you look at it.
It's like I'm terrified of being uncomfortable. I'm so anxious about being uncomfortable that it makes me anxious thinking about the potential to be uncomfortable. So
what I would say if I were you, Dom, when you go into the parking lot, park your fucking car, right? You can play music through your car.
Yeah.
Start getting pumped up through that shit and envision yourself going to the bench, racking the weights, putting on there, doing a couple reps, racking it. Right? Making some noise, obviously, because you got to rack it and make some noise. Kind of take that time to, when you're getting pumped up, and get motivated, but envision yourself in a way, seeing yourself racking the weights, using the free weights, putting them back. So kind of get in your head visually on what you're doing. It sounds really weird.
No, it makes sense because I was at the YMCA one time when I had a membership there, and I grabbed, I want to say free weight. I grabbed the free weight. I grabbed a dumbbell. And I was doing bicep curls, and I grabbed a 35 and a 45.
Yep.
And the guy's like looking at me and goes, I think you grabbed two. I already finished my set. And I was like, God damn. I was like,
my left arm is feeling strong as fuck today.
That was a nail in the coffin. I was like, I'm only going to the machine. Like, it's just not happening.
So, right there, right, he could have just simply just fucking laughed at you and left, and you would have to figure yourself out. But, right, you figure it out by yourself. But you gotta take it to the point. Hey, it might be embarrassing as shit that I did that, but he's just helping me out. Now I'm gonna grab my extra 5
helping
and
me out
continue
at
on.
something my dumbass should have known.
I know, but dude, it's
fucking.
It was your first time in there. You didn't know how the weights lined up, right? No, dude, I did it the other day. Like I grabbed a 50 and a 50 and a 45, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, man, my right's feeling good today." Nope,
it's not.
Right, so that shit, just happens, man.
It's always level.
Yeah, so if you really do want to be in the weight room, if you really do want to be at the gym, you will make a priority to be in the weight room in the gym. You really just gotta. It's for you visually. I would sit in the parking lot and visualize yourself doing that shit. Yeah. And then once you go in and do it,
the problem is like I'm terrified of like fucking it and like putting too much on and then like dying.
You can always put so much weight on, right? Kind of taking it that way. Like you can always, if you go by 5-pound increments, just so you can make sure that you're lifting the right amount of weight. Who gives a fuck? You gotta go put a 5-pound on a 45-pound. It looks kind of weird, but fuck it, right? Then you'll know you won't put a 25 on there. Be like, book, yeah, right. So
Chris Benoit, this bitch.
Small increments, all that kind of fun shit. Yeah. But
I had a guy that was just picograms on picograms behind me. Shout out John Jones. He was waiting for me to get done with the bicep machine. And like I got up and he's like, "Are you done?" I'm like, "Yep, I'm done now. It was a power set. It was awesome. I did 100-pound bicep curls 7 times.
Dude, I can't even do that.
It was nice. It was a good pump.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I helped the fiance out on her squat.
There's just confidence all over the place, man. You're giving yourself confidence, helping out your lady, getting 7 reps to the Hunners.
I am so fucking busy with work, I can't go. Like literally, I will work on what I'm doing until probably 10 o'clock, fall asleep, and then when I wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna go do that, do more work, come back here, work on until 10 o'clock.
Just make a routine for yourself, man.
Yeah, I can't. But it's like there's no time for the gym right now. It's painful as fuck.
Is there not time for the gym, Dom?
There isn't. Like I said, I will literally work until 4, come home, and then work until 10, and then go to sleep. Because I have to. I gotta get it done.
All right.
That's the brutal part.
I just hate hearing like I don't have time for that, man.
I wish I like felt like I could use an hour to do that, but then it's like if I don't use the hour doing this, then I feel behind.
And then that gets you anxious, and then you're not in the gym for like you're in the gym, but you're not in the gym.
No, I'm not, because I'm like thinking about, oh god, I gotta do that PowerPoint. Yeah. Oh god, I gotta do that PowerPoint. Mm-hmm. That's bullshit. But
I really think it's important when you 30 minutes a day at the least to where you take to yourself. Even if it means losing sleep over it. Like sleep's important, but at first to get that routine going, you're gonna have to fuck your sleep up a little bit. It's just how the way it is. I think routine's big. Balance is a word that's thrown out way too easily. Do you just gotta find balance with it? That's fucked. Like the balance is a huge thing that people really struggle with, and like you struggle with it every day. So I think it's more of a routine wise.
Oh, 100%.
With routine, then the balance will come.
I think I gotta get to a stasis where I have work under control.
You will get to that stasis.
Yeah, because like right now I still got to study for some fucking god-awful test tomorrow, and I haven't done that. I have a bunch of shit I still have to do other than that. So, Molly, I hope that answered your question.
Molly, I hope that helps. If you can always text me.
Yeah, but no. Comment.
Comment. Yes, comment.
Comment, subscribe, like, do all that stuff.
Yeah, keep doing the questions. We love answering your guys' questions, Molly.
No idea how happy I was when I saw that. So, Riley, you only commented. You didn't give a suggestion, you beautiful bastard.
I love you, but I hate you.
Exactly. All right, guys. You ready to go?
Yes, dude. Okay, let's do it.
All right. Follow us on Twitter at Spirit_podcast, YouTube or the Spirit Podcast, Gmail, Spirit Radio Podcast, Instagram, Spirit Radio Podcast. Shout out to Ivy League brand.
Discount code Chris10 will get you 10% off.
Yes, discount code. Also, the giveaways are still happening, so Chris is waiting on response. The episode just went up today, so. But yeah, guys, give them a look. Ivy League brand. That's IVEY leaguebrand.com. Look at their shit. Enter that promo code and get yourself some nice swag for the gym.
Hell yeah, dude. Give you some more confidence.
Exactly. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace out, homies.